The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Now Allen to throw on third down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 35.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Alert, alert, alert!
On play action, Allen. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. On first down, Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, Bills 7.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Watch it.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Double dog, that's the way.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Star Latulele breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 80!
Watch the run.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. And taken right at the 35. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Here we go. 180!
Drop deep.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And now look at him go. 20, 10, And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Now Hausch going to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On second down, here's a run with Singletary, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle. It's tight end, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Patrick DeMarco now from the fullback spot. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Check. Walk middle. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Top dog.
Mike spot 4.
56. Bravo. Ass 85.
On 2nd and a couple. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's James. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that,
Here we go.
but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Watch out.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Here's Garoppolo to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
21.
58, boy. 58. Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, box drop.
from the 22. Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. That is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Here we go.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Bridgestone, travel. Hey, hold. Protein spill.
From the gun, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Here's Allen to throw it. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Allen's throw is complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Back to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take me out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him. And look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Pass. One set. Check right 54. Right 54.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
56.
Allen to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Devin Singletary there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw is Allen. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
21.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Coleman, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go. Six.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 80!
I got you, pop. Big Ed. Check 43.
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Here we go. 180!
Yeah, Mike. Coming to you.
Check. Crunch. 21. Here we go.
Check nickel.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. Dancing, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.